Picture this. You meet a woman in an unfamiliar setting. At first, everything seems perfect. She's beautiful, charismatic, and fun. But then, the cracks begin to show. Small things start piling up, and suddenly you're questioning her depth, her wisdom. And no, this isn't about raw intelligence. True intelligence, according to Stoic wisdom, goes beyond IQ. It's about self-awareness, emotional control, and the ability to navigate life with wisdom. The people you allow into your life today could define your future. So, what are the signs of a naive woman? Let's break them down, one by one. Sign number 1. She thrives on drama. Ever been in a relationship that felt like a never-ending emotional roller coaster? One moment, everything's fine. Then suddenly, you're caught in an argument over a delayed text. You start questioning why things always feel so exhausting. The truth? Some people need chaos. They stir up drama where none exists because they don't know how to function without it. But here's the thing. A relationship isn't meant to be a soap opera. A wise woman doesn't chase turmoil. She values peace. She understands that real power lies not in reacting to every minor inconvenience, but in mastering her emotions. Think back to your own experiences. Have you ever dated someone who picked fights over nothing? Did you get angry if you didn't text back fast enough? Accused you of not caring if you spent time with friends? At first, you brush it off. Then it starts draining you. The cycle repeats. Arguments, apologies, more drama. And you start mistaking this chaos for love. Why does this happen? Because for some women, drama is attention. Silence feels wrong to them. Peace unsettles them. And before you realize it, you're trapped, confusing emotional exhaustion with passion. If her storms are pulling you under, stop and ask yourself, is this really the life I want? Marcus Aurelius once said, "The mind, not external circumstances, is within your control." The moment you realize this, you reclaim your power. A wise woman knows that love should be a haven, not a war zone. If someone constantly finds fault, accuses you unfairly, or thrives on tension, it's time to rethink your connection. And if this sounds painfully familiar, know this: you are not alone. Many have been there. The key is recognizing the pattern and breaking free before it drains you completely. Have you ever been in a relationship where drama was relentless? Share your story below. Sign number 2, she can't take responsibility. Ever been in a relationship where everything's great until it's not? A small argument, a miscommunication, a simple misunderstanding. But instead of working through it, she jumps to conclusions. Not my fault. You should have known better. Sound familiar? If so, you know how exhausting it is to deal with someone who never takes responsibility. It's always someone else's fault. Her parents, her ex, her boss, or you. But here's the truth. A person who refuses to own their actions will never grow. And a relationship with someone like that? It's going nowhere. We all make mistakes. The difference between the wise and the foolish. The wise admit, reflect, and improve. The foolish blame, deny, and repeat. According to Stoicism, true power comes from knowing yourself. As Epictetus said, we suffer not from events, but from our judgment about them. But a naive woman, she clings to a victim mentality. No matter how bad things get, someone else is always to blame. And if you stay, you'll find yourself carrying the weight of problems that were never yours to begin with. Tired of it? Think back. Have you ever been with someone who just couldn't say, "I was wrong"? How did that make you feel? Unheard, unappreciated. A strong woman sees responsibility as strength, not weakness. She owns her mistakes. She apologizes. She grows. And that's rare. If you want a real partner, choose someone who's willing to grow alongside you, not someone who's always looking for someone else to blame. Because in the end, the question is simple. Do you really want to spend your life carrying the emotional burden alone? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this message hits home, hit like and subscribe. Sign number 3. She values materialism over character. Have you ever felt like a woman was more interested in what you give rather than who you are? At first, it seems harmless, spoiling her with gifts, planning romantic dates. But then, something shifts. You start to wonder, is there anything real beyond the luxury? If you've been with someone who values things more than character, you know how draining it is. You tell yourself, she just has high standards. She appreciates the finer things. But deep down, you know, nothing you do is ever enough. No matter how much you provide, she'll always want more. And the worst part? She's never satisfied. Ever had a woman compare you to others? Why can't we vacation like Sarah and her boyfriend, or guilt trip you? If you really loved me, you'd buy this for me. But here's the truth. A wise woman values loyalty over luxury, depth over designer bags, and love over lifestyle. She knows that happiness isn't something you can buy. As Seneca said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. A materialistic woman will always need more. A woman of integrity appreciates what's already there. So ask yourself, does she value you, or just what you provide? If you've ever felt like money mattered more than love, drop a comment below. Sign number 4. She constantly seeks validation. This one is big. Have you ever been with someone who always needed reassurance? You compliment her outfit. She needs another one. She floods social media with pictures, craving likes and comments. At first, it seems harmless. She likes attention. No big deal. But over time, it's exhausting. No matter how much love you give, it's never enough. A woman with low self-esteem feeds on validation. She looks for fulfillment everywhere. Compliments, gifts, praise. But no matter how much she gets, she's still empty. Think back. Have you ever been pressured to prove your commitment? Again and again? Maybe she accused you of not texting enough, not posting about her, not making her feel special 24/7. But here's the truth. Real love doesn't need constant approval. A confident woman doesn't seek validation. She carries it within herself. As Marcus Aurelius said, your worth is not determined by others, but by your own actions. A self-assured woman knows her value. She doesn't need daily affirmations to feel loved. But a naive woman, she's never satisfied. She thrives on public praise, social media likes, and endless attention. And the sad reality? It will drain you. No matter what you do, she'll always need more. If this sounds painfully familiar, know this: you're not alone. Many people end up feeling like they're being used, not loved. Pay attention. If you don't set boundaries, it only gets worse. A relationship should be a partnership, not an emotional black hole. Have you ever dated someone who needed constant validation? Drop a comment below. And if this made you rethink your own relationships, hit like and subscribe. Sign number 5. She can't handle criticism. Ever felt like you're walking on eggshells in a relationship? You say something harmless. Maybe we should try eating healthier. Instead of a conversation, you get anger, defensiveness, and misunderstanding. Some women simply can't handle criticism, even when it's constructive, even when it's meant to help. Instead of listening, they take it personally, lashing out, getting emotional, sometimes even twisting things to make you the villain. Sound familiar? You start second-guessing everything you say. You avoid tough conversations. You suppress your thoughts just to keep the peace. Think back. Have you ever tried to be honest? Genuinely tried to help her see things differently, only to be met with rejection? Here's the truth. A real relationship is built on growth, and growth only happens when both people are willing to listen, learn, and improve. As Epictetus said, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. A wise woman welcomes constructive feedback. A naive woman, she takes it as an attack. No matter how much you care, she will make you the bad guy. And trust me, it gets old fast. Ask yourself, does this relationship encourage growth? Or are you stuck, trapped in a cycle of defensiveness and denial? If you've been through this, share your experience below. And if this made you rethink your relationships, hit like and subscribe for more eye-opening discussions on love and life. Sign number 6. She lacks self-discipline. Ever been with someone full of big dreams but no follow-through? She talks about starting a business, getting in shape, traveling the world. But when it's time for action, excuses, delays, zero commitment. At first, you think, she just needs motivation. I can help her get there. But over time, you see the pattern. She never follows through. Whether it's waking up on time, sticking to a goal, or building a career, she lacks the self-control to make things happen. Think back. Have you ever felt like you were the only one putting in the effort? The one planning, setting goals, and staying disciplined, while she just coasted, avoided responsibility, and made excuses? The Stoics taught that mastering yourself is the key to a fulfilled life. As Marcus Aurelius said, you must build up your life action by action, and be satisfied if each one achieves its goal. A wise woman understands that success comes from consistent effort. She values action over empty words. A naive woman? Talk is all she has, and in the end, that becomes exhausting. A relationship should be a partnership, not dead weight. At some point, you have to ask yourself, is this person pushing me forward or holding me back? Have you ever been the one doing all the work? Drop a comment below. According to Stoic philosophy, these are the 6 signs of a naive woman. This isn't about judgment. It's about awareness. Recognizing toxic patterns allows you to avoid their damage. A wise man doesn't surround himself with negativity. He seeks people who challenge him to grow. And in love, the difference between happiness and heartbreak often comes down to choosing wisely. If this video made you think, subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Wisdom isn't about knowing everything. It's about knowing what matters most. Thanks for watching.